Hi y'all, well, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, my name is Melanie and I am Southern Belle Mel. Today we are doing a really awesome video. It's not a part of any series or anything, it's just a standalone video. It is talking all about the Pretty Rich palette from Too Faced. This was requested that I do a video on this palette just to give you a few different look ideas. I did the eye look I currently have on, but I also there are two other ones as well, so definitely keep watching to see those. I am really excited to have gotten asked to do this as well. It just makes my day. Now, a few things about this palette that are very unique that I didn't really realize until after I was playing with it, and you'll hear me talk about that a little bit, is that the four diamond shapes, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, those are pressed gel glitter eyeshadows. It does say for best results though to use glitter glue. I did not do that in any of the looks that you are going to see, so I wanted to make sure I said that up front so you knew that it does say for best results to use those. I didn't use the glitter glue, and I did have a lot well, while I was putting it on I had a lot of fallout, but once it was on it was not coming off. I actually had to get a makeup block to remove it from where it had fallen. So as far as just staying on your eyes, the glitters do stay on your eyes without anything, but if you want them to stay on there for a long night, it may be best to go ahead and use some glitter glue. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into this so we can see these looks. Yes. Okay, so here's my version of the 1-2 eyeshadow look that would be appropriate for really everyday wear. I used Fancy That and Highly Selective. I think these two are super complementary. There is definitely some dimension to my eye, and there is some shimmer without there being too much in your face, so very wearable to work. How I got this look was really easy. We're going to start with just some concealer on our eyelid. You can blend it out with your finger if you want to, just to save you from getting another tool. The first brush we're going to go into is the AOA Studio, the Paw Paw Collection, the E130. And we're going to go into Fancy That. And this shade is pigmented, super pigmented, because actually I think I went a little too high on this side. So what I would do different on this side is kind of keep it closer to the actual crease here and kind of pack it on where I really want it. And then start like blending it a little bit. And I'm not going up quite yet. I'm just blending it into the crease all the way. So now that I got it kind of the shape that I want it, I'm going to get a little closer to you so you can see this. I'm going to take the brush and very, very lightly, like barely touching it, kind of flick it up. And I'm going to do this until I get it completely blended out the way I want to. With this shade, it's not taking that long. Just doing what I just did. It's already almost there, so that's awesome. There we go. I like that one a lot better. See, I didn't get quite as high as I did on this one. This gave me this is my practice eye. This is my, oh, let me wow am I. That looks really nice. I like it. If you want to add just a little bit more, I barely tapped in it, but I did want to add just a little bit more to the actual lid area to tap it on, and then blend it a little bit more into the inner crease. There we go. Alrighty. So now If you don't want to spend as much time blending as I did with the one brush, something you could do is go into its designer and use its designer to help you blend out. Fancy that. This is a different brush. This is the E126. It's just a big fluffy brush just like the last one. Go into its designer a little bit, tap it on a little bit, and then just blend it. It's just kind of like a cheat way, a way to help you make it go a little bit faster. Which, in my opinion, if you're going to work in the morning, you need all the cut corners that you can possibly get. So this is one of those cut corners. So I really do like it when palettes have a bone color, just because it's good to highlight your brow bone with, but as well as it's really nice to blend out those other shades if you don't want to spend your time like going just as precise as I just did. But now that we got the crease looking all pretty, we're going to go into highly selective with a flat brush if you want to. This is the E131. It is in the Pawpaw collection again. Okay, I went ahead and wet it. I'm going into highly selective. And for this, because it is kind of a darker pink shade, I'm going to start packing it onto like the middle, right where Fancy That stops, and go inwards. And you see that it's creating a gradient. Okay, so there we go. See, that one's looking just so pretty and so natural looking, but it does give you that little bit of shimmer. It gives you dimension, and of course it does make them look a little pinker and makes your eyes look a little bit more awake. Now for the bottom lash line, I just kept it real nice and simple. I took a little, this is the 131 mini angled from the Luxie set. Just gonna dip that into Fancy That really nice and easy, and start on the outer corner and work my way inwards with it. And I try to connect them on the outer corner there. And let me take this and there we go. This eye look is really complete. If you want to leave it there, you certainly can. It looks very pretty. What I would do with this look, since the eyeshadow is, again, a very natural looking, we're trying to keep this eye very professional, easy to do. What I would do to just give it a little bit more life is take a little bit of eyeliner and just quickly line just like little bitty near the lash line. Okay, see, I didn't do like super black eyeliner. I just wanted a very, again, natural looking eyeliner that would complement the actual look to keep it with the natural theme, but also, again, you want to feel pretty. And then just add some mascara to complete the look, and you are rocking and rolling. Alrighty, so here is my super easy 1-2 natural eye look. Now let's go ahead and kick it up a notch, and let's do a more nighttime look. I'm also going to try to make the nighttime look very simple as well. So this would be my night look, my easy night look. I absolutely love it. As you can see, I went ahead and showed you what I'd pair it with on this side, but I'll show you what I did with the actual eyeshadow on this one. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. But for this eye look, I am using just a eye primer. This one is a dry eye primer. Okay, so this is where we're starting. And because I wanted to only use 2 eyeshadows for this whole look, I did not use a big fluffy brush, which is crazy because, you know, I got that color out there and smoked out. But from the Paw Paw collection, the E128, it's like a bigger pencil brush. It's a little fluffy, but there's definitely like a tip there. We're gonna go into Oh That's Rich, this dark cranberry shade right there. And I went ahead and coated the tip of it for this one, and I'll get closer so you can see. I'm going to pack it and dab it where I'm wanting to do it. Just touch, tap, 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 tap. And even right through here, I'm dabbing it back and forth, just to get the shape I'm wanting first of all. Okay, that's the initial shape. As you can see over here, you can definitely tell that's my initial shape. But in order to get the look I really want, I'm gonna have some blending to do. So I'm taking the exact same brush and I'm just very lightly going on those outer edges and blending. Not really making it go up, just kind of blending a little out. And then I'm starting to go up more when I know there's absolutely nothing on my brush. And there we are with the initial blend. So now we need to build up that intensity again, that pigment. So now I'm going to go back into That's Rich, and I'm going to kind of pack it back on. And then I'm barely going to blend any of the edges out for that one. See, look how pretty that is. And you got that intensity, you got that dimension, you got that blendability. I think it's looking really nice. I think I didn't blend that edge too good enough, but there we go, I got it. So now the shade I decided to use over here is Diamonds and Breakfast, this one right here. It has like silver with like a little bit of orange and brown in it. It's very pretty, but it's like a packed on glitter. See, it's just all glitter. But what this means for you is that there's going to be fallout. And I want you to see the fallout that I experienced on this side, because you can see the glitter. If you want to use this shade, you have to use it. You have to do your eyes before you do the rest of your face. And I'm just going to pack it on the lid. So after I put that on, I realized that I need some more of the cranberry shade right through here. And I did the same thing for this side. So I was like, you know what? It worked on this side. Let me do it on this side as well. So I'm going to take my pencil brush again, barely tap any of the color on the very tip. And then I'm going to start right here. You'll notice I'm also getting some of that glitter and taking it kind of into the crease. That's how I got it look like it over there. And I think it ended up looking really pretty. But look at all this down here. And I tried to do what I normally do with normal eyeshadows and take a brush and flick it away, but it's not going. It's not going. So what I ended up having to do is just take a makeup wipe and do that. But if you do that, it's definitely going to mess up your makeup a little bit. I mean, you can take a beauty blender and kind of fix it, but you're still going to have those fragments of glitter. So I would just recommend to do, if you're going to use this particular shade, make sure you do your eyeshadow first. So now for the bottom, oh, and just so you know, for Diamonds and Breakfast, I tried to use a flat brush, but literally didn't work. Didn't get anything, couldn't work, had to use your finger. Before the bottom lash line, really, really easy. Just took the 141 mini round from Luxie. Went back into Oh That's Rich. Starting on the outer corner. And working my way, and then just blending it all the way in. And these shadows just blend so easy and almost effortless that just about any look you do is gonna be super easy. And so that's really all I did for the eyeshadow. Literally 2 shades. If I wasn't talking, when I did this look, this eye literally took me about 5 minutes with the eyeliner and the lashes. That's pretty darn awesome. So if you have a look that you want to take for a nighttime look, just use Oh That's Rich and Diamonds and Breakfast and you are good to go. You're looking so good. And again, I would style this with a matte black eyeliner and some lashes. I want it to be fierce and in your face and gorgeous. So that's what we got on this side. Okay, so if you couldn't tell, this one is definitely my my glam look. It is a lot more shades and a lot more work. But I think it is very gorgeous. So let's go ahead and just get started. For this one, we are using the E130, and we're going to be using this with its cashmere right here. And you're going to, oh, I didn't tell you, I put concealer on and then I set the concealer for the base this time. But we're going to start its cashmere on the outer corner. And I'm just going over like real fast this time, because I want this shade to be blown out a little bit. And I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. Okay, so really that's it for that shade. Really nice and easy. And then we are going back with the E128, and I'm gonna go back into Oh That's Rich, the cranberry shade. And we're gonna do just like we did the last time. We're going to we're gonna dot it on and then bring it in the crease. And then once I have it in the shape I want it, that's when I'm gonna go and blend it outwards. So now, just like with the last look, I'm going to go back into Oh That's Rich, and I'm going to pack it more into the lid, the outer lid, and get a little bit more into the crease as well, but lower crease this time, just so it has that darkness. So that's how we're looking so far. Now I'm taking a flat shader brush. This is the E131 flat skinny, and I'm wetting this one. And I'm gonna go into Don't Care At All. It's not here. And I'm gonna pack that all over the lid. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into Oh That's Rich. Make sure the intensity stays on the outer corner some more. We're going to go into Fluent in Diamonds, this gold right here. And again, we are taking our middle finger because this one is very flaky. Doesn't feel glittery, but it feels like flaky. And we're gonna pack that all on top of the lid. There we go. And then again, take the little makeup wipey, flick that off real quickly. And we're going to go into Oh That's Rich one more time. Make sure that crease shade doesn't go away. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that same flat brush, the E131. We're going to take just the tip of it and get some of the Fluent in Diamonds. So we can push that on this inner corner. Now we're taking the E132 and we're going to go into It's Cashmere for the bottom lash line. Go all along the lash line. Awesome. And now with my Luxie 141, I'm going to go into Oh That's Rich again. Start on the outer corner and working our way all the way over. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. The only difference on this side is I went ahead and did a wing liner, added lashes, and I took the E129 and went into Clutch Your Pearls, and I put that under the brow bone. Add a little pinkish highlighter there. There we go, you can kind of see it there. And then of course I did my brow. So that's really this palette. Pretty Rich from Too Faced, definitely diamond themed. It looks like Diamonds Life. Yeah, it's going to be the similar consistency of Fluent in Diamonds and Diamonds for Breakfast, as well as Diamond Glitterati. So if you kind of look at this, if there were a matte shade in each row, you would think that each row could be like a look for you. The only issue is that all of these are super shimmery. I kind of wish that this was a matte black. I do think it's a pretty. I tend to not like blue eyeshadow on me personally though. So I don't know how much use I would get out of these three, because this one has like blue glitter in it. But this one, let me go ahead and swatch it for you. I mean, it's not really blue, it's more of just a glitter. Yeah, it's like a dry glitter. It's very much of a topper shade. But there are definitely some easy good looks in here. Of course, Fancy That, It's Cashmere, and Oh That's Rich are fantastic. Those three matte shades are beautiful. Love them so much. They're so pigmented. They're so blendable. They're fantastic. Love them so much. As far as all the shimmer shades go, I don't think I'm like overly ecstatic about them. Actually, when you use your fingers, they're very pretty and metallic, but it's like you can't use them with a brush at all. When it comes to these kind of shades, I prefer to be able to use them with a brush. But at least we know that if you want to use them with your fingers, you could definitely get the color up there and the shimmer up there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and insert swatches for the whole palette at the end of the video, just so you can see all of them. And I know when I actually swatch shades, it helps me realize how I need to use them better. So that's why I like to show them. Also, I would recommend for you at home to go ahead and try to start swatching your palettes, because really getting in there and touching them, it allows you to really feel the difference in the consistencies of the shadows, as well as know that, hey, this one, these two, with fingers, beautiful. But with a brush, you've seen, not very pigmented, didn't really work that well. You can get beautiful looks with them, but it wasn't this, you know? So if you liked the video, if you liked hanging out with me for this new kind of video, one of my favorite YouTubers already has a series called Testing 1, 2, 3, where she does like 3 different looks for you. So I really can't steal that. But I was thinking maybe like ready, set, go. That way you see 3 different looks and I can give you a honest opinion on whether I want you to buy it or not. So do you need to go out and buy it? I would say for this one, if you don't already have similar shades, if you like loose glitter, it's beautiful. And if you're a person that doesn't tend to use that many, like in your collection, you don't have that many shimmer shades, this has some really pretty shimmer shades. Are they the absolute best? Again, not really sure about that one. Don't really think so, but they are beautiful and it is a beautiful palette. So if it speaks to you, you're going to get your money's worth and you're going to be happy with it. But if it doesn't, you know, there are other fish in the sea. Alrighty, y'all. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and bye, y'all.